Today we're going to spend a little bit of time focusing on the latest advancement from Dri-Eaz Technologies. The 2800i refrigerant dehumidifier offers exceptional performance across a full range of job site conditions. In low humidity environments and even in high temperature environments up to 125 degrees. I'm going to take you through some of the features that make the 2800i a very unique system in the marketplace. Air actually enters into the 2800i through two open louvers on the side. As the air comes into the dehumidifier, it will pass through a filter. This is a 3M high filtrate filter, capturing a lot of bigger particles and preventing those particles from getting through to the heat exchanger and the coil itself. As you can see, the filter is very easy to obtain through the side intake to remove and replace. Sliding this back in, again, air will flow in through the sides of the dehumidifier, pass through the heat exchanger, come down through the coil system, and then your warm dehumidified air actually exits on the front of the dehumidifier. You'll see on the front of the dehumidifier that there's a large, robust discharge. This is actually a 12-inch diameter, and one of the unique things that Dri-Eaz has done is they've actually moved the discharge on previous units to the front lower quadrant of the dehumidifier. The benefit of that is we have warm dehumidified air that can actually flow right across our wet materials, across carpet, or be funneled into the intake of an air mover. With the 2800i, you do have the ability of attaching lay flat ducting to the discharge of the collar. Again, with it being a 12-inch collar, you'd want to use 14-inch diameter lay flat or 12-inch wire reinforced lay flat if you want to direct your warm dehumidified air to a specified space. You'll notice on the Dri-Eaz 2800i, along with all other Dri-Eaz dehumidifiers, that the large pneumatic wheels are tucked into the housing. Nice feature with this is that it is a space saver on your vehicle versus wheels being external. Another nice benefit with the wheels tucked in, it makes for a thinner footprint when you're going through doorways. As with all Dri-Eaz dehumidifiers, you'll see on the sticker that the product has ETL approval. That is a third-party certification. Also, what you're going to see on the sticker is the amperage of the 2800i. The 2800i pulls just 8 amps. It is also an Energy Star qualified dehumidifier. Dri-Eaz really hasn't missed a beat on this 2800i dehumidifier. As we look down here, you're going to see this bottom plate. There's a series of 6 screws on the bottom plate. After removing those screws, you have full access to the pump out system. Should you need to replace a pump out, it's basically on a single quick connect. Makes change outs of the pump, if you needed to replace it in the field, a cinch. As we work our way up on the 2800i, we want to pay special attention to some of the internal features that are offered. As you can see up on the panel, it is a solid state control panel. When we turn the system on, like most Dri-Eaz dehumidifiers, it'll actually go through a warm-up cycle. On average, you're going to see about 30 to 40 seconds before the compressor kicks on the dehumidifier. What I want to show you is a couple unique things to this system. The first thing you're going to see is the job hours. Right now it's 0 job hours. As the system is running on your job, it'll accumulate actual hours. If I hit the menu button again, you'll see the life hours. That's the total hours that the system has been in operation since inception of the unit. And you'll actually see that the dehumidifier will list both the inlet and outlet temperature. So right now we have 70 degrees at 40% humidity entering into the system. Our outlet temperature right now is 69 degrees at 31%. Another option that the 2800i has is the ability to set a humidistat on the system. Humidistat settings give you the ability of doing specialty drying. If you have a set parameter, and let's say it needs to be 40% humidity, you can go into the display panel and set a 40% RH. The system would then cycle on, cycle off, maintaining that specific RH value. The 2800i offers remote monitoring technology. On the panel, you're actually going to see an ID number. If you're using the Dri-Eaz HydroTrack remote monitoring system, you can log in your ID number of your dehumidifier, and it will actually read real-time what is happening on the job for your dehumidifier. The only system in the market that is tied into, again, an external remote monitoring system that is built into the dehumidifier. So again, as we work through the display panel, you can see there's a variety of different features and technologies that have been incorporated to make your job a little bit easier in the field.